Hi everyone, welcome back to Edge Automation. So this is the next video in Protector series. In last session, we have seen these things. These are the extra settings that you need to do in your VS Code for Protector project. Okay, so in this session, I am going to cover some important concept regarding to the Protector. Okay, so let's get started with this. Okay, so first thing we are going to see is how to check that application is Angular or non-Angular. Okay, so in real time we may not require to verify that application is Angular or non-Angular. If you are working on a project where you are using the Protector, then that application 100% is an Angular application. Okay, so and if you are using a Selenium for your framework, then that application definitely will be a non-Angular application. But still knowledge point of view or interview point of view, you should know these things. Okay, so how you can check the application is Angular or non-Angular? There are a couple of ways. There are some plugins available from for the Chrome browser. So first plugin is Watrans. Okay, so this plugin you need to download and add to your Chrome. Okay, and that will help you and it will show that application which JavaScript framework is used to build that application. Okay, so second one is Vapalizer. Okay, this is another plugin, Vapalizer. And third one, okay, that I will show you. So just for example, if you go to this mobiquick.com, okay, this is an Angular application. Okay, so I have installed both Watrans. Okay, after you install and add the plugin to your Chrome, okay, it will show up here. So if you use this is the Vapalizer and this is the Watron. Okay, so let's click on that. This is the Vapalizer. So it will show you the frameworks that are used in to build this application. So it is showing Angular 8.2.14. That means this application is Angular 1 and you can use the Protector for this directly. Okay, so there is another application, this Upwork. For that, if you use the Watrans, that is showing the AngularJS. Okay, so this in this way you can check the application is Angular or non-Angular with the help of Watrans and Vapalizer. There is another technique. Okay, just right click on that, click on inspect. Okay, so go to elements tab in console. Okay, this console, or you can use this console tab also. Okay, so go to console tab and right here get all Angular root elements, then bracket, square bracket, 0 dot attributes bracket, double quote, ng dash version. Okay, so if it is a Angular application, it will give the version number. Okay, so in this way also you can able to check that application is Angular or non-Angular. Okay, so this is the third way. Just copy this in our notes. Okay, so next thing is how to access non-Angular application from Protector. Okay, so we know that Protector is basically used for automating the Angular applications, but Protector supports testing of the non-Angular application as well, right? So let's see how you can access the non-Angular application with the help of Protector. So let's go to the VS Code. Let's create one test case. Okay, just click on test case folder, click on this new file. Okay, and you just give any name. Let's say first, let's say we'll create the test case for Angular application. Okay, quickly, and then we will able to find the difference. Angular.js. So with the help of describe and IT blocks, we will be able to create our test case. Describe, let's say suit1 comma function, and inside this function we need to write the IT block. Okay, so open Angular app. Okay, we are going to open the Angular app first. Function. Okay, so browser dot get. Okay, so to open a URL you need to use the get function. Dot get. Let's say we will open this MobiQuick. We know that this is an Angular application. Okay, so just hit here. Okay, that's it. Save it. Okay, so also make sure in conf.js you specify this test case name. Okay, angular.js. Okay, so let us go and run this with the help of npm test. It is opening the Chrome browser and it will open the MobiQuick website. Okay. Okay, our test case passed. Okay, without any issue. It just open the browser and MobiQuick website and it is an Angular application. Okay, so let us create test case for non-Angular application. Okay, similar test case. non-angular.js. Okay, so just let me copy this code. Let's see if it works or not. Okay, so for non-angular application we can get the application. Let's say paytm.com is a non-angular application. Okay, so you can check here, you won't find a Angular here, JavaScript framework. Okay, so let's try to open the paytm.com. okay, in the similar way we open the Angular. Okay, let us run this now. Make sure to change here non-angular.js. okay, save it and with the help of npm test press enter. Okay, it has opened the Chrome browser and the paytm.com website, but let's go and see our test case. Okay, as you can see there are some errors and our test case has failed. So let's see what is the error. Okay, so in message it is showing that Angular could not be found on the page on paytm.com. okay, so that means this application what we are accessing with the help of protector, it's not a Angular application. Okay, so to access the Angular application we need to do some settings first. Okay, so there are 2 to 3 ways by which you can test the non-Angular application. So first way is you can use browser. Okay, every time browser dot driver dot get. Okay, like this you need to use this kind of command first. Okay, in normal fashion for Angular application what we use Angular apps. Okay, for Angular apps what we use browser dot get. okay, this is one command to get the URL. okay, but for non-Angular what you have to do is you need to write like this browser dot driver dot get. okay, this is the one way. So every time when you need to write one command, every time you will have to use this driver. okay, so if you are accessing you need to locate one web element. So for that, browser dot driver dot find element. So all these commands are from the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so let's see if it is working or not. This, okay, so you just have to add driver here, driver dot get. Okay, so same test case, let's go and run. Okay, so as you can see that this test case has passed. Okay, it's not showing the same error earlier it was showing. Okay, so this is the one way, but this way is never recommended, because we need to use write lots of commands, and these commands come from the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so it will create lots of confusion as well, right? So as we are using the protector, it is always recommended to write the protector commands only. Okay, so if you want to use the protector command only, how you can automate a non-angular application? Okay, so for that we have another way. Okay, you can set browser dot wait for angular enabled. Okay, this is the statement. You have to set it to false. Okay, so it will not wait for the angular, okay, while accessing the non-angular application. So you need to write this statement just before you access the URL. Okay, so before browser.get, you need to write this statement. Okay, so let us go and see if it's working or not. Okay, so just copy this. I think this W should be small. Okay, copy, paste here. Okay, and after this statement you can access browser dot get paytm.com. okay, so open non-angular app. Okay, so let's see, without using this browser.driver.get, we have written this statement before we are opening the URL of the application. Okay, so let's go and check if it is working or not. Okay, it has opened the Chrome browser. Okay, as you can see here, test case has passed. Okay, so and we did not get such error. Okay, previously we are getting that angular application is not angular. Okay, so for that purpose we return this statement. Okay, this is the second way. There is another way. There is another method. You can set browser dot ignore synchronization equal to true. Okay, this statement also you can use, but this method is deprecated in the latest version of the protector. Okay, so deprecated means it does not mean that it will not work. Okay, so if you use it, it will work, and maybe in future it will not be supported by the protectors. Okay, so it is always recommended to use the second method. Okay, so still we will go and see if it is working or not. Okay, deprecated. Okay, so just copy this. Oh, it's ignore. Okay, spelling mistake. So copy this, and we will use before opening the URL. Okay, so let me comment this out. Okay, let us run this and see if it is working or not. with npm test. Okay, as you can see that our test case has passed. Okay, so this statement also you can use. Okay, it is duplicated. Okay, and this does not mean that it will not work. Okay, it will work, but in future if the protector versions, for the future protector version, they will stop supporting that, so better to use the second option. Okay, so next thing is how to open multiple browsers. Okay, how you can run your test in multiple browsers in parallel mode. Okay, so currently we are just opening one Chrome browser, right? So let us go and see how you can open Chrome and Firefox in parallel. Chrome and Firefox in parallel. Okay, so for that purpose just go to conf.js. Okay, and here we are using the capabilities for single browser, right? Okay, so let me copy this first. Okay, for single browser, okay, we write like this. Okay, now for multiple browser you just have to make some changes in this. Okay, I will show you. So here you need to add multi capabilities. Okay, multi capabilities. Okay, and you just have to add one more entry similar to this here. Okay, so browser name is Chrome, browser name is Firefox. Okay, Firefox, and as it is multiple entries, it will be an array. Okay, like this, and give the comma at the end. Okay, so let me copy this, and this you have to replace with this multi capabilities. Browser name is Chrome and Firefox. Okay, inside the square bracket. Okay, save it and let us run our this script, and let's see if it is opening Firefox and Chrome at the same time or not. Okay, so let me give some sleep also so that you can see the visually. Browser dot sleep. Okay, and let's go give the 5 seconds wait. Okay, so let us run this npm test. Okay, so now it should open two browsers. Okay, it is showing running two instance. Okay, one is Chrome. Okay, okay, and Firefox a little bit late, but it has opened. Okay, so our single test case gets executed in Chrome and Firefox simultaneously. It's still working. It's slow. It happens sometime. Some issue. It has passed, but it's failed with the exit code. Okay, let us rerun this. I don't know what's the issue. And let us increase the time. Let's give for 30 seconds. Okay, let us rerun this npm test. Okay, so this is Chrome, it has opened, and this is the Firefox. Okay, So as you can see, both browsers, okay, it's running the test in both browsers simultaneously. Okay, so as I have given the 30-second sleep, it will wait for 30 seconds and then it will close the both the browser. Okay, so it's still the test case is still running. Okay, so this is how you can use the parallel mode. Just go to conf.js and set up the multi capabilities, okay, with the Chrome and Firefox. Okay, okay, Chrome has passed and Firefox is also passed. Okay, so I already written this in our notes. Okay, so that's it for this lecture.